Hey, this is Daryl as a service with a news flash. I thought I'd try something like this just to let you know that there's a change that we've just observed in Microsoft Teams, and there is some significant changes there. There is the addition of a search bar that allows you to search for content, search for people, but also type in commands. And we've also had the profile button shifted, so it's not something that has necessarily gone under the radar. We've had Tom Arbuthnot, who's also shared a blog post. So I'll just bring that up shortly too, but let's just have a quick look at what's available. We've got, it only just happened like minutes ago, so I was within my team and I was just changing between two different tenants and noticed, where did that profile button go? Because I was trying to change to another tenant, and it has been shifted up to here. I completely ignored the search bar for some reason, but there it is. There's the search bar. It's available, and it says type or search or type for a command. And I just wondered, what does that mean? So if we click into it, you can see type a / or an @ symbol for a list of commands. So I did start off by looking at the @ symbol, and that seemed to allow me to bring up an app. Or actually I think that's what it is. I can address an application. So what we're able to do with this, I guess, is it's promoting some apps that we might want to add to a team or a channel. So I'm going to just try this one out. This is pretty raw and real as I'm trying this out now. Like I said, it's only been made live a few moments ago for me. So I can use this app to stay up to date on current events. That's all good. What else have we got? We can add or view these features, right? So we can send rich content. So add for me and add for my team. Without looking at Tom's blog post, we'll have a look at that shortly. I'm being a typical bloke and not reading the instructions first or any guidance. Sorry, Tom. I just wanted to poke around and see how intuitive this is, and give a first walkthrough without actually looking at how to drive this thing. So I'm assuming that this is going to mean I can add this to my private chat, and I can use that as an app to keep me up to date in a personal sense. I can then also add it to a team. So let's choose from there. Let's have a look at our Skunkworks team. That's always our safest test one, so I'll add that there. There's some about information, so it's version 1, privacy, what sort of information have we got there? So it's good that they're putting this sort of thing up front. I'm sorry that this is not the easiest thing to read probably from this live stream, but we'll keep going. So there's some privacy information about receiving messages, and it will also send me messages and notifications. I wonder if we can adjust the notifications per application. Let's just go ahead and install it. Okay, so that is good. News has been set up for the Skunkworks team. I can now choose which channel. Let's just drop it into Office Blog. We'll set it up. What else does setup do? That is it would seem. Scroll on down here. We'll look at the Office Blog channel. And there's been a few RSS feeds that we've had a play around with. Let's see what that does. @news. It's down top of the news. Is that going to take me through the same scenario? No. So this allows me, now that the application has been installed, I can now search for the news itself. So let's see what's happening in New Zealand. Anything newsworthy here? Of course there is. Alright, Tech Elite loves New Zealand. That's good. Australia, New Zealand tri-series for cricket. Yeah, anyway, so cool. That means that I can install an app, and it's available there from the search bar. I'm yet to see what it is doing from a perspective of adding it to my channel. I don't suspect. Well, there's a bunch of new tabs there as well, or ways of seeing those tabs. That's taken a while to come through. Right, so I'm able to search and say I'm directing this at news, and so that's where my search is. Now to clear that off and go back to the previous search box, what else have we got? So that's at news or at person. Maybe at person, Paul. No, so it's definitely home to news, or rather to applications. If I just type someone like Paul, I've found Paul, so that's all good. Let's go back to our Skunkworks team. What about our activity? Right, so we've got / activity. In fact, no, let's go /. So / is where we've got all these different commands, and they are going to be used for search. So there's, I've got activity, which was where I can see what Paul has been up to if I home that down to a person. Whether they're set your status as available. So these are all commands as well, it would seem. Let's just try that. Set myself as available. Yes, set as available. Very good. Can I set myself as away? Forward, away. Okay. So I'm being able to do that from a command box. What else have we got? Keys. See shortcut keys and org chart. See my unread activity. This could be a bit dangerous. All right. Focus on what is relevant to you. Well, I've read everything. Yeah, that's what it is. And anything else? What's new? What's new? What's new in Teams? Okay, so that's going to talk to T-Bot and then give me some. Well, you know what, T-Bot? In the release notes here, you don't have anything about the new search for commands or search and type, and you haven't talked about moving the profiles. So interesting. Okay, well that's a quick look through. Now let's have a look at the helpful stuff that Tom sent me through. So Tom's over in the UK. Of course, he's about 12 hours behind me, so he's off to bed at about 12 a.m. And he's published this blog post, which I recommend having a look. I will drop that into the comments within rather in the description of the video afterwards. For those of you who are joining me in the chat room, I'll drop that there too. Right, so Tom covers off the new command box and for / commands. Now I'm not a big user of Slack, but I understand that this has been a capability there too, so it's interesting to see it come in. We've got commands, so the commands are directly to apps. So yeah, if I read instructions and read Tom's helpful guidance, then I wouldn't have tried to to someone. It's only for applications. We've got the news and then cards from apps in chat. So if there is integrated apps, show the information of the card. Yep. Trello cards in chat, under chat. You can see these apps. Okay, so I don't know if this is his window to show individual one-on-one chat or whether that's chat within a channel, but you can mention the application and then get a pop-up. So he's mention Trello, and then he can then search for some text within the application itself. Pretty cool. So then you select a card to post. Oh, I see, right. So the concept is that you mention an application that is bringing information in from a third-party service, and then you can create a conversation around that. So that's a useful way of bringing that in without necessarily creating a connector. If you have been in Trello, for example, and you've got a project or a task that you want to just create a discussion around, then this is the best way to do that without bringing in all the information. Let's maybe just try that. Let's go down here, get over to our team. What have we used up here? So if I want to news, okay. Yep, okay, so we've got, I'm mentioning news. I can now do a search. So I'm just going to assume that I can do a search from here. New Zealand. No, it looks like I did that wrong. I probably have to click search. There we go. New Zealand. Okay, so I've got a pop-up and I can say why the tech elite love New Zealand. I'm sure that's going to be quite a useful article to talk about. So I've clicked that. Yeah. Has it done anything. Hover over, double click, double click. Okay, so not quite intuitive, but what it has done is brought in an extract from the article, from that Wired news article, and then I can create a discussion around that. So let's talk about this. Everyone should move to New Zealand. Everyone? Alright. Alright, that's pretty simple. Anything else that Tom has in terms of personal apps space? So, right, okay, what does that look like there? We've got personal apps, OneNote, Planner, Stream. Okay, so if I go into Planner, it'll take me through to My Tasks. Useful. Okay. So that's my view, recent tasks, all cool. Okay, what else have we got? Those are all my plans. And Tom, Whobot, some changes to Whobot. Oh, Whobot, okay. So under personal apps, Whobot also allows search for people in your organization by name or topic. So this is quite a powerful thing that I know that Hyperfish have been waiting for. That, you know, their product is all about trying to fill out the profiles and making sure that all that information is filled out and up to date, even down to your profile photos. And this is where Whobot becomes very powerful, because if the information is there, then they're able to use it, right? So Hyperfish will be very happy to see this. I don't know if I've installed Whobot. So let's have a quick look. Oh, Whobot's there. Good. Let's add it as a way of using it, or yeah, let's just install it for me for now. So we've got all that information we saw earlier about installing the bot. Let's go, yeah, and then we'll have a quick look. Okay, Whobot, I can ask information. Ask me the question, who is Jeremy? Who knows about user research? Who does Anna report to? So all these sorts of scenarios about org structure, things that are going to be in your profile, where you will fit in. See a full list of questions you can ask. Type help in our chat, and head to the command box at the top of Teams and type who. Alright, so in order to answer those questions on our behalf, I'm going to give it permission. It is then signing me in to be able to use that. So Whobot has my permission to go in as me, I guess, and then start looking for this information. Please wait while you sign in. I'm really hoping that that's just a one-off thing and it's not going to be sign in to use Whobot all the time. Right, thanks, just ready to start chatting. Who works with me? Yeah, about 15 people. And then these are all cards. Yeah, who is Paul? Nice. Peers? Yeah, that's because Paul's the founder and owner. Pin this query. So I can scroll on through, I can see the different accounts that we have available as well. What other things were there? Okay, so we click into the questions. Who knows about? Who knows about Teams? 7 people. How about that? Yep. So we're all experts here in Microsoft Teams. It's all part of our profile, and it looks like from that it's diving into Yammer. Okay, because this is mentions of 6 mentions and 32 posts about Teams. So it's giving some pretty useful information, and not just about who has created this query or who has this in their profile, but are they discussing this term that I'm searching for? Let's have a look at OneNote. Who knows about OneNote? 7 people, 1 and 5 posts. So if I click on Daryl, okay, and it's just going to be bringing up that profile picture, and good. Alright, so Whobot, I'm going to be explaining a bit more about that and to some of our customers as we're coming up with that, so that's cool. And what else has Tom got in the article? There's a little more here. Microsoft Teams App Store. So it has been reorganized. Wow, so there's a lot more changes than I realized under the cover. I mean, on the face of it, you've got this command box, and you've got a shift in where the profile photo and switching of tenants is. But as you delve in a little deeper into various things, you can see what is available. So yeah, lots of stuff to explore now. Now, just as a out of interest, I had just finished, an hour or so ago, having a conversation with Daniel Glenn about about Office 365, Microsoft 365, and the Office 365 Message Center, and was interested to see that there's nothing in the Message Center about this change that is now sitting and available for people to view. In fact, the other place that I look for information is also, I have a Feedly set up to connect to the different blog posts or blogs that are in the techcommunity.microsoft.com. I'm not seeing anything here related to new ways to use apps. 6 hours. Okay, so there it is. That's got to be it. Ticking on through. New ways to use Teams. Favorite apps. Access personal views. Discover the different apps, the commands. Brilliant. Okay. So, the news is there. The article is out in the blog. We don't quite yet have anything in the Message Center. I would dare say that later on this week, maybe even tomorrow, even this afternoon, we'll see that as a major update. But that's it for now. That was Daryl as a Service taking a quick news flash look at Microsoft Teams, looking at the different developments around commands, the search box, the store, and the different apps, and also the Whobot, which is awesome to see. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you think. Hashtag Re365 out on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.